Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Nerdy Nomi. My name is Nomi, and before beginning this video I have a request to all of you. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, and if you have subscribed yet, then let's begin the video. It's said that Ryan Reynolds' deal involving his return as Green Lantern in the Snyder Cut of the Justice League movie is ready to go. The update once again comes from YouTuber Grace Randolph, who recently said the big announcement would be coming soon. And Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige might be worried about Superman and if DC can ever get the Man of Steel right. It's learned via Empire that when James Gunn told Kevin Feige he took on a DC movie after getting fired by Disney for tweets about rape and pedophilia, that Kevin Feige immediately thought of Superman. Kevin Feige said, "Is it Superman?" Gunn stated that it wasn't Superman, that was a possibility. He tells Empire and explained that he had chosen the Suicide Squad. Feige's reaction: please make a good movie, just make a great movie. While Marvel and DC have always been rivals, the big two in the comic book industry, Gunn hasn't had to keep his latest project secret from his friends at the MCU. Kevin knew who all those characters were for months before we revealed them at Fandom. He says he still knows who the villain is. I think he's pretty trustworthy with his NDA. And it is confirmed that the Green Lantern series coming to the HBO Max streaming service won't be a low budget goofy show like the DC shows released on the CW, but will have a high budget on par with movies. And the Brandon Routh Superman might be possible for the upcoming The Flash movie, says the actor who recently returned as the Man of Steel in the CW Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. At the same time, rumors are also offering that Brandon Routh will star as Superman in an HBO Max series. Regarding the Flash movie, Brandon Routh recently was asked in an interview via YouTube about the possibility of returning as Superman in the Flash movie, where Ruth didn't rule it out. And a possible leak for WandaVision from the Funko Pop figure line reveals a potential big spoiler for the series. According to an Instagram user known for posting Funko information, an Emerald City Comic Con 2021 Funko exclusive for the Disney Plus WandaVision series will feature a Funko pack containing both Vision and Quicksilver. It's already known that the Scarlet Witch brings back Vision, so why not her deceased spinster brother, who perished in the Avengers Age of Ultron? So if the Funko leaks hold true to the series, that would mean the return of Aaron Taylor Johnson as Quicksilver. Of course, what remains to be seen is whether or not Scarlet Witch actually brings both Vision and Quicksilver back from the dead, or if they are figments of her imagination or some sort of alternate reality version plucked from the multiverse. And a new Eternals art has hit the internet, offering a look at the cast for Marvel's next cosmic movie. The art features a look at the costumes as well as a look at the cosmic powered Kingo, played by Kumail Nanjiani. According to the translation from the magazine, the Eternals are described as a species of immortal aliens from a distant planet who arrived on Earth thousands of years ago. These superheroes have protected humanity since the dawn of time. The Eternals possesses incredible strength and the power to fly. Some of them even have other additional abilities. The magazine also says the villains of the movie, the Divines, are a race of predatory aliens that push the Eternals to universe their powers. By working as a team, they can save the world. And it's said that the Loki series starring Tom Hiddleston is already getting a season 2, as production is set to start in January. According to Production Weekly, a site that posts production info for movies and television, Loki is getting a season 2 and will start filming on January 22. Regarding the release of the first season of Loki, it doesn't have a release date as of yet, but it is thought to be getting released in 2021 as well. It's already been confirmed that Loki will directly tie into Doctor Strange 2 movie, as of Doctor Strange 2 gets released on March 25, 2022. We can at least expect Loki on Disney Plus prior to that. WandaVision also directly ties into Doctor Strange 2 movie, so it could very well be possible that WandaVision also ties into Loki. Who knows? Maybe WandaVision have some sort of post-credit scene teaser featuring Tom Hiddleston. And following Ed Norton leaving the role, Matthew McConaughey reveals that he wanted to play the part of Marvel's big guy, the Hulk. McConaughey recently appeared on the Happy Sad Confused podcast to promote his new book, aptly titled Green Lights, where he revealed he was a big fan of the original Incredible Hulk TV series starring Lou Ferrigno, and that he wanted to play the Hulk and Bruce Banner in the MCU. McConaughey said he wanted it, and when he was asked by John Horowitz if he would have liked to portray the character, and revealed it was Marvel who said no thank you. And with Black Widow getting pushed back until 2021, promotion on the movie has gone silent, but a new image of stars Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh has hit the net. The actresses are on the cover of the latest issue of Marie Claire magazine, which has a featured article revealing the pair as Natasha Romanoff and Yelena Belova riding a motorcycle in the movie. Scarlett Johansson also addressed the film's delay. I have been talking to Kevin Feige about this. We are looking forward to releasing the film, but the most important thing is that everyone wants to feel safe so that people can be confident about going to a cinema. And Marvel has found its director for the Moon Knight Disney Plus series. Deadline offers that Egyptian filmmaker Mohamed Diab has been tapped to direct the series, which will feature Isaac as the title character Moon Knight, aka Mark Spector, a mercenary who has numerous alter egos, cabby Jake Lockley, and a millionaire playboy Stephen Grant, in order to better fight the criminal underworld. Moon Knight has no release date but joins Marvel on Disney Plus, including WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel, and What If animated series. And it's reported that Oscar Isaac and his team are currently in negotiations and talks with Disney and Marvel, but Deadline makes it sound as if it's a done deal. DC and the CW reveal a first look at the new Batwoman suit for Javicia Leslie, who will be playing Brian Wilder, a former drug dealer who's now trying to do right by the people of Gotham in season 2 of Batwoman. It's clear that she has a different way of doing things than the original Batwoman Kate Kane. She's more untamed and less disciplined, and seems to possess a level of raw passion that we rarely saw in Kane. In other words, she has a different approach to being Batwoman, so she deserves a different suit. It is known that Brian Wilder will first start off wearing the Ruby Rose suit, but gets a new costume to reflect the character's diversity. DC and HBO Max reveal a first look at the Red Hood in Titans Season 3. Details for Season 3 include that the Titans will make their way to Gotham City, where they will be facing one of their own, none other than the Jason Todd, who is angry over what happened at the end of Season 2. In Season 3, Jason Todd will return for revenge as none other than Red Hood. And Stargirl has cast Eclipso and the Shade for Season 2 when it airs on HBO Max in 2021. First teased in Season 1, playing the villain known for being trapped within a diamond is Nick Tarabe, who is known for The Expanse, Pacific Rim Uprising, and Spartacus. Eclipso in the series is described as physically imposing and frightening. Eclipso is an ancient entity of corruption and vengeance, brimming with a cold, terrifying darkness. He exploits the flaws of others, revealing in the impure and sinful, sadistically feeding off the dark side of humanity. Playing the Shade will be Jonathan Cake, who is known for the affair and camping. Shade, who is in the comics, is at times both a hero and a villain, is described in Stargirl as a classic anti-hero from DC Comics who wields magical shadow powers. The Shade is an English immortal described as tall and slim with an elegant 19th century way to his speech and manners. He masks the horrors he's experienced and people he's lost in all the time alive with Ray, witty retorts and a false sense that nothing really matters. And with the release of Empire magazine comes plot info from James Gunn the Suicide Squad movie, as well as new images including a behind the scenes look at the cast. One new pic features James Gunn with the cast smiling and laughing as they are the original sinners. Alright everybody, leave a like to this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest updates of the upcoming movies and TV series, and comment your thoughts about this video, and I will be meeting you in the next video, but till then, bye.